Roughly 250,000 Floridians have lost their health insurance within the last week and within the coming days. Many more thousand will lose their health insurance because of the ending of pandemic-era policies that actually gave states more money to keep people on Medicaid if those states agreed to do away basically with all the excess paperwork and the reapplication that people on Medicaid had to submit every single year. Florida is one of the states that basically bogs people down with so much paperwork that it becomes exclusory to basically keep people off of the program. And under the pandemic-era policies, Florida got more money for Medicaid in exchange for doing away with all the paperwork so more people could have health insurance while we were in a global health crisis. Well, that's over. And the state of Florida says, we're going back to the old ways. And so far, again, roughly 250,000 people have lost their health insurance. But you wouldn't know that if you're out there listening to Ron DeSantis, because 250,000 Floridians no longer having access to a doctor is not the biggest concern. The biggest concern, of course, is whatever the hell woke means for Republicans on any given day. Ron DeSantis is, of course, still traveling the country, giving speeches. He actually did a speech the other day where he used the word woke 7 times in 23 seconds. 7 times he said the word woke in 23 seconds. He was like, we're going to fight the woke in the schools. We'll fight the woke on the shores. We'll fight them on... It was ridiculous. But here's the point of this story. Floridians are suffering. 250,000 people no longer have health care coverage. The state of Florida actually has the money to keep these people on the program. You know, we're spending millions of dollars, I'm sure you've heard these stories, for Ron DeSantis to ship migrants from Florida to other parts of the country. It's actually gotten so bad that yesterday, California Governor Gavin Newsom actually threatened Ron DeSantis with kidnapping charges. So, you know, that may be something DeSantis needs to worry about in the future. But Florida is suffering, and we have a governor who is so desperate to become president that not only is he ignoring our state, but he's out there talking about anything other than the real problems facing Florida and the rest of the country. That's what's happening here. We have immigrants in the state of Florida right now, thanks to Ron DeSantis' recently passed legislation, that are fleeing the state, robbing us of hundreds of thousands of workers. Industries are facing massive shutdowns in Florida because of Ron DeSantis' anti-immigrant legislation. Got so bad yesterday, there was a hearing where Republican lawmakers met with business leaders and begged them to tell their migrant workers not to leave. But Ron DeSantis isn't talking about any of that. He's not talking about the people losing their health insurance. He's not talking about the skyrocketing cost of real estate in the state that is pricing people permanently out of homeownership. Oh no. He's ranting and raving about woke, a word that man can't even define. Because that's all he has. All he has are those idiotic talking points that he is now trying to sell to the rest of the country while Florida descends into the 7th level of hell. Trust me, take it from somebody that lives here. Take it from somebody who is paying very close attention. When Ron DeSantis says that he wants to make America Florida, that's not a promise. That's a threat. This is Hattie. Hattie wants to know why you have not subscribed to our channel. You obviously like our videos, so do us a favor and subscribe.